A well-meaning school plunged into total chaos makes for the perfect comedy, and it's coming to Charleston audiences. Hailed as gaspingly funny by the New York Times, it hits close to home with its timely humor and spot-on characters. Let's welcome Rodney Lee Rogers, co-founder and director of Pure Theater's Eureka Day, and Anna Lynn, cast member playing the role of Mako. Glad to have you both with us.
Hi.
Glad to be here.
Okay, so Eureka Day, for anyone who's not heard of this production. So, all right, a school plunged into chaos. So what are we talking about exactly here?
Well, coming right into the center of this is the debate on vaccination. So it's really kind of the stuff of drama, but it's one of the funniest plays I've ever read, one of the funniest plays I've ever seen. But it really is all about negotiating to vaccinate or not to vaccinate within this hyper-progressive community in Berkeley.
Very timely.
Yeah.
It's been timely for quite some time. When did this play
It actually came out in 2018, so it's pre-pandemic. But after the pandemic, it really, timely before, timely after, but given kind of the extra added juice of what's happened since.
Yeah, exactly.
So you kind of know what's coming on the other side.
I think it's going to live on for quite some time.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the character Mako.
Oh, she's, you know, about all the characters that's really great is that they're all someone we already know and work with and deal with. And I think Mako, like my approach of her character is kind of taking her as that person that's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And we know that person. You're like, okay, say it though, say it. And when she does finally say something, I think it's great. But
when you're performing, especially in a comedy, it's easy to get cracked up in the midst of everything. I mean, do you have to really kind of focus even harder in your character to not break character by laughing?
Yes, because there are moments where you want to laugh so hard, but as your character, you know, you just be like, So it's really hard, and sometimes I just look at Rodney like, can I?
But in rehearsals, that's what makes it so fun. Because in rehearsals, you can. So it's like everybody's like you're finding kind of what's funny.
Yeah.
And that's what makes rehearsals so enjoyable.
Release your wiggles during rehearsal, right? And then you get serious when the curtain rises for the audiences. And I always hear comedy tends to be harder than drama. Would you say that that's true?
Yes. Because
why is that?
You don't know what's going to be funny to the audience you have that night. So as an actor, especially for live plays, you have to kind of like gauge how the audience feels. And so you can deliver the same line in different ways. So you can try to hit that comedic moment for the audience that you're performing for. Yeah. And it's really great working with Rodney because he'll have you try it in different ways.
Oh.
And it's like, okay, we'll try it this way. We'll try it this way.
Yes.
And I tell him all the time, I'm like, you need to watch every show because his laughter is the best.
Infectious.
Yes.
Yeah. And for directing, to direct a comedy versus a drama, I would imagine that there are inherent challenges there as well.
It's really tricky because, I mean, a lot of what being a director is you're the eyes. So you're seeing it for the first time, you're the first audience.
Yeah.
That being said, you're directing things that are funny, and over time you see again and again, so you have to keep the ones that are there. And then there's also the idea, is the audience going to laugh? What is so great about this show, this playwright, is I haven't questioned that yet. It is just because of the situations, they're so rich, it's real people and real situations.
And the writing has to be strong too,
it's so on.
right?
This is one of the best plays I've ever read. I mean, it's an amazing play.
Is it really?
It really is. It's like, it's so well structured.
Yeah.
It does incredibly tricky work, and then it really is a drama at kind of its heart because it's got big emotions, big stakes. Usually comedy is big emotions, little stakes.
Yes.
But it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
The ensemble that is in this particular production, is this your core ensemble, or are there some new members as well?
It's all core ensemble. Okay. We're all very close. So Rodney always has to tell us, all right guys, separate a little bit, separate a little bit.
So it's like family after
really
a while.
It is.
Yeah, and I would think that as time progresses and the more productions you do together, you tend to almost know what they're thinking without them saying anything, that it's very instinctual, the relationship that you have with everyone.
Yes, because you're so used to working with them, like you said, and you know what they're going to do, so then you already kind of pivot with them and move with them.
Did you have any challenges on this production?
It's got a lot of challenges. I mean, perhaps the funniest scene in the middle has a video component where you're seeing, is basically when the debate goes out into the world. And so they have this big meeting and then all these texts are coming through. So it's really technical where those things lie, and again, to get the humor and working through it. So it's got some real challenges.
And you do a lot of productions over the course of a year. So the other challenge I'm curious about is how you go from one production directly into the next and having to memorize those lines and to change your character completely. What is that experience like for you, Anna?
It is, I think, okay, I'm just complimenting you, okay? One thing Rodney had us do.
It's a good day.
Your check is in the mail.
Yes, I wasn't sure. One thing that Rodney does that's great is that he'll have, and that this play does too, is gives us a character, like a very nice character description. And he has us kind of repeat it as we are that character. So it just becomes part of our body. And so we figure out how they move, what they feel, what's our objective of this scene, of the whole play. And that really informs like our tone, how we move. And so that helps us check into this play.
All right, Eureka Day. This is happening at Pure Theater. This is on Cannon Street downtown. Make sure you get your tickets November 6th through December 6th. So for a good whole month, you can see this funny play. Thank you so much for coming on, sharing with us.
Thank you for having
Good to see you
us.
again. We'll be back after this.